morning, welcome back. Today we're gonna solve age-related problems with you. They are a bit confusing, but you have to be very good at interpreting the questions and finding clues. Imagine, I've got a brother. I'm 30 years old and I'm 10 years older than my brother. How old is my brother, do you think? Definitely 20, because I said I am 10 years older than my brother. So they are completely the same questions. Look, we have got two people, Adam and Brian. I don't know how old is Brian. I don't know, that's why it's unknown. However, question says Adam is 20 years younger. Younger means x minus 20. I hope you understood. So, in 2 years, if you see in, it means it's in the future. That's why we have to add number to both of their ages. So, if you add number 2 here, it will be minus 18 because minus 20 and plus 2 is minus 18. And you have to add number 2 for the Brian as well. So, what we have here is Brian is this years old, Adam is this years old. The most important part comes here. In 2 years, Brian will be, I told you in the previous class, is, was, will be, all of them are equal. Brian will be twice as old as Adam. So when you interpret the question, twice here means like 2 times, of course. So 2 times of who? 2 times of Adam. If you look at your table, we are given Adam and Brian. Brian is equal to x plus 2, Brian. And when you write down the formula number 2, and your Adam is equal to x minus 18. I hope it's clear for you, and this is equation. So we can solve it x plus 2, 2x minus 36. The x should be sent to the left side, numbers should be sent to the right side. So it gives you minus 2x plus x equal minus 36 minus 2. Minus x equal minus 38. And if you eliminate both minus signs, your final answer is 38. So let's check. Brian is 38 years old. So how old is Adam? If you subtract 20 from 38, Adam's age is 18 actually. After 2 years, Adam will be 20 because we can add it. After 2 years, Brian will be 40. And if you look at the question, it is twice bigger. So the answer is correct. So next question. Carmen is 12 years older than David. So I don't know how old is David. However, Carmen is 12 years older. So we have to add number 12 to the unknown. 5 years ago. Be careful. When you see the in 2 years, in 5 years, it means in the future. However, when you see the word ago, it means in the past. So we have to put minus 5 here. Minus 5 should be subtracted from Carmen, minus 5 should be subtracted from David as well. So our answer will be 7 because plus 12 minus 5, it gives us 7 of course. And for David, minus 5 should be written here. So what we have right now is David is this year old and Carmen is this year old. When you look at the question says 5 years ago, the sum, I told you, sum means adding 2 things. Let's say the sum of their age was 28. Question says their age. So who, their, it refers, of course, Carmen and David. Carmen is x plus 7, final answer, and David is x minus 5. Let's calculate that. We have got 2x plus 2 because it gives you plus 2 equal 28. Plus 2 should be sent as a minus, leaving you with 26, and our final answer is number 13. Let's check that. If David is 13 years old, how old is Carmen? Of course, 25. 5 years ago, it was equal to the 20 because 25 minus 5 is 20, of course. So 5 years ago, it is equal to the 8. 5 years ago, the sum of their age is 28. When you add it, it's of course 28, so the answer is correct here. Question number 3. Before starting, I would like to give you a little bit hint. Imagine, my name is Aziz, and I have that brother. My brother is Ahmed. The sum of our ages is 50. Sum of our ages. So, imagine my age is, let's say, 35. How old is Ahmed? Ahmed is definitely 15. How did you find that? Because you put the total is 50, and you subtracted my age here, which is number 15 actually in the end. So, question says, The sum of Nicole and Christine's age is 32. When you add their ages, it's 32. So I have to write down unknown because I don't know how old is Nicole. However, to find Christine, I have to subtract 32 minus x like I did a few minutes ago. Imagine this is your x and x is being subtracted from the total because 50 here is total. Please watch it twice so you can understand it much more easily. So we can continue in 2 years, which means in the future. So number 2 should be added to the Nicole, and number 2 should be added to the Christine, which is actually 34. Question says Nicole will be 3 times. 3 times means like 3 times as old as Christine. So Nicole will be 3 times as Christine. This is the formula we have to organize. What is Nicole? Nicole is x plus 2 equal 3. What is Christine? Christine is 34 minus x. When you open it using distributive property, you will have x plus 2, 102 minus 3x. As I told you, minus should be sent to the left side, number should be sent to the right side. So we have got 3x plus x equal 102 minus 2. Our final answer is going to be 4x equal 100, and when you divide number 4 to the 100, it will give you the final answer 25. This is the last question. I hope everything is clear. See you in our next classes. Goodbye.